ज्योति स्टेनो टाइपिंग कॉलेज में आप सभी का स्वागत है बच्चों। ये है डिक्टेशन नंबर 120। ये सभी विभागों के लिए, सभी डिपार्टमेंट्स के लिए अति आवश्यक डिक्टेशन है। इसको लिखें, फिर इसको पढ़ें और फिर इसको टाइप कर दें। Dictation start after 5 seconds. Right from the beginning, the tendency has been to treat Afghanistan not as a local problem, not as a problem to be solved between two countries, but to globalize it or to regionalize it in order to have certain other advantages. This is the scenario which no one can deny. Sir, after the May 14 proposals, India made an effort like a simple peacemaker. We tried our best and did a lot of shuttling in New York between one delegation and another, and we almost succeeded in bringing them to the negotiating table, at least to the breakfast table. But at the last moment, the parties shed away, not because they did not see the reason, balance of coming to the table and talking, but because they did not find themselves in a position to approach the table and sit there. They came right up to the door and went away. How does such a thing happen? It is for us to understand. It is for us to understand thus that once the problem is globalized or regionalized, they are no longer there. Then the matter was once again taken to the United Nations. At this stage, sir, I will refer to this honest broker's position of ours. Within 2 months, everybody was convinced of our role as was stated in the statement of the 19th March 1980. Sir, India is a big country. Therefore, every other country feels worried. I would like to submit to the House that it is not only a small country that is worried, it is a big country also that has its own worries. It is inherent that if you talk of worries, you will have to talk of the worry of the small country as well as the worry of the big country. There can be no big country, howsoever big, without a worry. In fact, big without a worry, because big countries have bigger worries. So we do not count worries, and then we do not necessarily measure the strength of a country on its size. Any number of examples can be shown where very small countries have become so powerful that they are causing sleepless nights even to big powers. There is no need of name dropping. It is self evident. So let us not start with the assumption that because India is big and the others are small. Therefore, India has to be magnanimous. Therefore, India has to remove their doubts. Their doubt is caused by India being big. Now, how can I remove that doubt? If there is any other doubt or fear, I can remove it. But the fear which is inherent, a fear which stems out of an unalterable fact of India being big, how can I remove that? Therefore, the best way is not to entertain that doubt. I am not entertaining any doubt in spite of being big. Our neighbors need not entertain any doubts merely because they are small. This is what we want, sir. At the global level, the third level, obviously, we can only count on small moral pressure that we are in a position to exert in concert with other like minded countries. But the foreign policy must have a purpose, and the purpose must be to keep us away from involvement in somebody else conflicts and confrontations. Then, as a developing country, we would like to have disarmament, to have more resources for our development, and even otherwise to arrange an orderly transfer of resources for our development in terms of technology, in terms of improving the investment climate, and in terms of access to markets and access to raw materials. But when I read chapter 1 of the annual report, which summarizes the situation, I can only call it a litany of lament. The world is going to pieces. It is a value of tears. It is a sorry state of affairs. The superpowers are again glaring at each other. They are flexing their muscles. A cold war is at outdoor step. The spectre of war is peeping into our doors. The arms race is on its subcontinent. Even a nuclear arms race is in the offing. The international economic climate has gone from bad to worse. If this is the picture, I would like to ask the present government, where is the progress, where is the great success that this foreign policy is said to have made in the last 1 year? At the bilateral level, at the regional level, at the global level, which of our goals are we near the point of achieving? In South Africa, everybody will agree that the crux is our relationship with Pakistan. Pakistan is in a bad state. Pakistan once tried to opt out of history. Now it is trying to opt out of geography. If it is having these trends, do we or do we not share some responsibility? We have in this subcontinent revived old fears and suspicions. All the time over the last 30 years, we were thinking in terms of creation of a zone of peace in this area, and we were annexes that some small country, some small state should take the initiative, and the initiative was taken, and then we suddenly developed cold feet. As far as security environment is concerned, we have China masked on our northern borders. Now we have the USSR entrenched firmly in Afghanistan. We have the USA in the Indian Ocean. Our security environment has deteriorated. Then in the Indian Ocean, we seem to have lost all leverage. Everybody is building up bases. We are told in this very report that even the Russians are now building up their naval presence there. We suffer from an increased naval burden today. We have to look after our security in these conditions. In West Asia, I know that our foreign minister has been very much involved in trying to put an end to the crisis. इस क्लास में इतना ही बच्चों, नमस्कार बच्चों.